I'm Michael, this is Janelle, and this is gonna be our kettlebell crush press. So I'm recording this video on July 6th of 2020, Monday morning, and as of right now, as of today, the exercise that Janelle's about to demo has gotta be one of my favorites to use to torture myself as well as a lot of my clients, because it actually trains us to do something that many of us fail to do when we press something overhead. A lot of times when we go to press overhead, we end up using just the shoulder, just the upper traps, the delt, to initiate and finish the press. The problem with that is that we miss the rest of the shoulder stabilizers, namely pecs and pec major, and as it connects to the inside edge of the bicep, and then teres major, the high armpit. And when we lose pec and teres, the shoulder is actually less stable, it's less healthy than it could be otherwise. So this is tended to be a fairly unpleasant experience, but the long-term win for your shoulder is pretty awesome. So when Janelle does this, there's something that I'm hoping that we're gonna see. Will you bring your left arm out in front for me at about 45 degrees? Awesome, turn palm in. So what I'm gonna have Janelle do is just pull in against my hand. And hopefully you guys can see this, that right now, even with just this amount of load, we can already see on this left side, her pec is starting to pop up. The tendon right here, you can go ahead and relax. That tendon is starting to show up. We should see those guys look enormous underneath her tank top as she goes through the kettlebell crush press. We could also do this with a med ball. You could do it with other devices. You could do this with a dumbbell. It doesn't work quite as well because the kettlebell is actually more awkward, and awkward is good. So I'm gonna now have Janelle get ready. She's gonna bring the kettlebell up in front. And you notice that she is holding on to the ball with the handle pointing at the ground, and the handle is perpendicular to her. So it's, the front end of the handle is facing you guys. So all she's gonna do now is keeping those elbows a little bit tight. She's gonna press the kettlebell up as high as it'll go. And then she's gonna come back down. And she's gonna keep going as I talk to you guys for a second. So what we're trying to do here is increase the range of motion that the pec can help with that press. You'll notice that Janelle stops when her elbows are a little bit above 90 degrees. That's because that's as far as her chest can control it. She can get stronger, she can improve range of motion, and this exercise is gonna not only help us to see progress, but it's also gonna be how we make progress. So I'm now gonna give Janelle one more gift, which is the permission to actually bend her knees and then lean back. So we're not coming into a back bend, we're actually hinging from the knee and from the hip in order to lean back and keep going. So pull your chest back a few degrees, lean back, there you go. Go for your press. Good, let's go for 5 more. And relax. So guys, that is our kettlebell crush press. Again, we could do this with a dumbbell, we could do this with a med ball or a slam ball. We are not so concerned about how high we get overhead. Rather, what we're trying to do is use this as a warm-up to create a ton of engagement through the chest, be sure that the brain is firing these components so we don't put all that work sitting straight up into the shoulders. Thank you, Janelle.